The men in black. So now we get to see who you are? Patience. Who I am isn't important. Here's the next part. Sit back and listen.
Bender saw the glowing eyes. Then the man was gone. Men surrounded him, hands on his shoulders, then darkness. He received the warning, complied, and Space Review printed its final issue, dissolved overnight by 3 men. No ID, no agency, clothes from the wrong decade. Wrong clothes, wrong cars, wrong time. Mary Hire looked down, and they were gone. Tapering fingers, computerized voice. The dog knew, the wire, the dark car under the trees. Keel concluded they were never human, and had never been human at all. Indrid cold, in the rain, unchanging smile. Medieval alchemists, 1897, 2019, all the same. The Victorian medium spirits and the man in black, one thing. Giorgiani states, seance materializations, not agents. Carl Jung arrived at the same conclusion from an entirely different direction. The trickster knows your threshold precisely. Children, a truck, fairy fields. McKenna heard laughter. Kat saw mantids. Vallée states, each hypothesis confirmed, with one detail that never fits. The Arecibo message, sent 1974, received a reply in 2001. The message and the response. If genuine, we've received your signal. Now what? In 1967, women in black visited mothers, claiming their babies. The secretary, the librarian, the visitor. Pages rearranged themselves like digital paper 40 years early. The Nordics built their civilization as a fortress against the trickster. The Skinwalker Ranch was beautiful, remote, and daily wrong. Not one phenomenon, but many. UFOs, a wolf. It knew what they'd do next. Portals deposited Pleistocene cryptids, while artifacts from our present appeared in ancient strata. The Bermuda Triangle is where spatio-temporal vortices activate periodically. Hesdalen responds to lasers, Marfa documented. Where the membrane thins, it concentrates. Owens produced sightings on demand and trained a woman to do the same. Hypnosis, DMT, shamanism, one being. DMT entities are identical to mantid beings waiting. The researcher faced the phenomenon, and every category she brought simply failed her. The trickster dissolves outmoded structures, introducing novelty where convention calcified. Amoral, bewildering, always calculated. Prometheus gave fire because the divine monopoly was more intolerable. Men in Black, alien dwarves, Chilbolton, one message. The Nordic fortress was built against the trickster, its discipline an ontological shield. The Nordic strategy is inadequate. The trickster seeps. No absolute selfhood, no final reality, possibly the truth. Can we really blame it? Not fortress, not surrender, curious openness combined with capacity for violent resistance. Facing the trickster, curious, resistant, genuinely open. Hesdalen responded. Owens trained. Openness. Prometheus gave fire knowing the punishment, because the monopoly was the greater harm. Lucifer, patient as a geometer, on humanity's side. From the future they are denying. Synchronicity. Meaningful coincidence, no causal explanation. The Trickster's channel. 3 researchers, 1 hypothesis, same day. The PEAR lab proved for 28 years that consciousness influences random physical systems. The poltergeist uses adolescent psychological energy as fuel. Phone calls, backward speech, the dead. Owens engaged it consciously, trained others, while shamans worldwide discovered the same independently. Hesdalen played, crop circles communicated its most benign. Bender suppressed, Skinwalker escalating, pattern. Men in Black as apparitions, the trickster as evolutionary pressure, Prometheanism as the only answer.
What time is it?
Always asking the time. The men in Black carry temporal tells.
What time is it?
Antique cars, the Alashenka, it tells. Philip K. Dick's Change War. Each change timeline triggers the other side. It wants to live, so it acts. The trickster is from the future. The bell threatens. Everything, alien dwarves to Chilbolton, engineered humanity toward the Promethean response. The glowing points. You have been given the secret. The camera stopped at the wrong angle, and something acknowledged. What other relationship is possible if we act more responsively? She answered, received the piece, called back, gone. Physicist dreamed zero-point energy. The child drew it. If chromosome 2 is the instruction, what is the biggest lie? The trickster present. Beautiful but terrifying. The space carries what was here. Spaces remember. Bender, Keel, Chilbolton, one intelligence. The future it wants, humanity integrated, claiming the fire on its own terms. The researcher, the physicist, the child, taking the fire. Men in black prepared, women in black maintained. The moment humanity recognizes the Nordic revelation as the breakaway in disguise. The crack through which something new enters. Five questions, more remaining. The planet of the trickster, active everywhere, intensifying, coming to a point. The points of light moved, a nod, an acknowledgement. 5 pieces, 1 story. You are inside the phenomenon. You have always been inside it. The 2021 report, Architecture. The trickster is not the enemy. It never was. The space carries what was here, because spaces remember. Bender, Keel, Chilbolton, National Institute for Discovery Science, one intelligence. The future it wants, humanity integrated. The researcher, the physicist, the child.
Are the pieces falling in place for you?
The moment. The crack. 5 questions, still more remaining. The planet of the trickster, active on every continent, intensifying. A nod, you saw us. 5 pieces, 1 story. Next, the biggest lie. She connected it, saved to multiple locations, sent to 6 people, and smiled. The song from the first encounter, on a radio. 6 words written without knowing. All these are the Trickster story from different angles. Nordic revelation beginning, Atlantis active, choosing. 750,000 years, and recently something suggests the moment. Not afraid, looking up, ready. The message almost decoded, for you. Two presences in a room, genuinely uncertain, neither controlling nor controlled. The trickster in the gap between buildings, in the synchronicity. Three realizations. Different time, not the enemy. The trickster's message, step up, the game is real, the capacity is there. Enki looks at what he made, with love. A 12-year-old's drawing, a mantid, human-looking. The trickster in every frame, patient, watching humanity approach. She takes the note, turns off the light, follows.
So the trickster is not our enemy? No, it never was.
On April 10th, 2003, the city of Baghdad falls into absolute chaos, and the National Museum is completely compromised. 15,000 ancient artifacts vanished in days. The mainstream narrative blames the fog of war and random, disorganized looting by desperate locals. But eyewitnesses reported something entirely different. They saw coordinated groups using two-way radios, bypassing standard exhibits, and heading to highly specific, targeted halls. They didn't take the statues, they didn't take the jewels. They targeted the oldest written records of humanity. They took the Sumerian cuneiform tablets. They are over 6,000 years old. They contain the original accounts of the creation of the world, the true descriptions of the gods, and the terrifying origins of man. Most of these texts existed in a single, irreplaceable copy. Because the 2003 heist wasn't a robbery, it was a targeted Black Ops extraction. A deliberate erasure of the anomaly that threatens the narrative. They were trying to hide the exact timeline of the Anunnaki, but they missed the most important piece of evidence. A piece of evidence that breaks the boundaries of human biology. A document containing mathematical impossibilities that nobody can explain. The Sumerian King List. Sitting quietly in the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford since 1922 is the Weld-Blundell prism. Mainstream historians call it the Sumerian King List. The very first king on the list, Alulim, is recorded as ruling for an impossible 28,800 years. 8 pre-flood kings ruled for 241,000 years. The standard academic answer you'll find in every textbook is that these numbers are merely symbolic or mythological. But symbolism is not random, and these numbers are not approximations. In base 60 mathematics, the same Sumerian system that gave us 60 seconds per minute. A sacred unit called a sar equaled exactly 3,600. Every pre-flood rain is a precise multiple. 28,800 is 8 sars. 36,000 is 10 sars. The entire era totals exactly 67 sars. This wasn't an ancient scribe symbolizing. This was an exact calculation representing an era that operated completely differently. And then, the mathematical code abruptly stops. A massive civilization-ending event divides the timeline, the Great Flood. After the flood, the base 60 code vanishes. So what was this pre-flood era, and who were the beings capable of ruling for tens of thousands of years? They were the architects. In ancient Mesopotamian texts like the Enuma Elish and Atrahasis, the creation of humanity isn't described as a mystical accident. It is detailed as a highly calculated, technological procedure. Before humans existed, a lesser class of beings known as the Igigi were forced to perform grueling, heavy mining labor. But the labor was too harsh, sparking a massive rebellion. Faced with the sudden rebellion and a halted workforce, the Anunnaki, the ruling engineers, needed an immediate replacement. Their solution? The genetic engineering of humanity. They needed a creature intelligent enough to use tools and follow complex orders, but biologically programmed to accept its chains. A slave race designed to work for the gods. The proof is carved into the earth. Southern Mesopotamia is filled with ancient, highly organized tunnel networks. The Anunnaki were mining gold on a global, industrial scale. Early humanity was simply the biological machinery built to do the digging. We were never the result of natural evolution. We were a patented design. And like any engineered product, there were prototypes, biological trials, and glaring physical misfits left behind. Anomalies that mainstream science is desperately trying to hide. Because if the skeletal remains of the ancient rulers are brought into the light, the human timeline will permanently shatter. Archaeologist Leonard Woolley made a discovery that should have rewritten human history: the tomb of Queen Puabi. Her skeletal remains revealed a terrifying physical reality. Her skull was incredibly massive and distinctly elongated, proving a biology that was not entirely human. And she was not an isolated anomaly. In Egypt, Pharaoh Akhenaten and his family were depicted with the exact same elongated skulls. In South America, over 300 similar skulls have been unearthed. Mainstream academics desperately dismiss all of this as artificial cranial deformation, the cultural practice of tightly binding a human infant's head, invented simply to mimic their engineered gods. Here are the hard mathematical facts. Head binding can change the shape of a skull, but it cannot alter the internal volume. These royal skulls have a cranial volume up to 25% larger than a human's. They exhibit entirely different internal bone structures and are missing the standard cranial sutures found in Homo sapiens. DNA analysis revealed genetic deviations outside the human record. This is undeniable physical proof of a distinct ruling class operating with an entirely different biology. But the human workforce was multiplying too fast. Their activity and noise threatened the order of the engineers, leading the Anunnaki to initiate a terrifying executive protocol. It was time for a reset. The ancient texts reveal a dark truth. Humans multiplied too quickly, becoming an intolerable threat to the ruling class. Humanity was no longer a compliant tool. We had to be managed. The gods did not abandon us to a natural disaster. The Great Flood was a deliberate, technologically engineered extermination event. And here we deal in hard facts, not fiction. Geologists have found massive, undeniable layers of flood silt across Mesopotamia, dating exactly to this era. It was a targeted planetary reset. A biological cleanse designed to wipe out the uncontrollable slave race and start over. The base 60 reign of the gods ended. A fraction of humanity survived, left alone in the ruins of a destroyed world, their lifespans permanently downgraded. But the ancient texts contain a chilling final warning of the cycle. The architects of humanity operate in cycles. They left us to rebuild, to multiply, and to mine the earth once again. We are currently 5,000 years into the new timeline. Are we entirely sure they ever truly left? Or did they just change the way they manage the workforce? The reset is coming. Question the narrative. Guard the truth.
Now, to make it all understandable, we need to go back all the way to the beginning again. I get it. Bit by bit, it starts to make sense.